So holy moly, an actual positive review. But we do have to talk about price. This is £379. So let's just stop for a minute. Saying hi? Say hi. Hiya. Hi, I hope you're all well. If you are new around here, hello, it's nice to meet you. And if you are returning, then thank you very much for coming back. Can't say the sweary word, small ears. But my name's Alanna, I'm a 36-year-old lady living in Scotland. This is my son, Jack. He is 17 months now, are you? Yeah, 17 months old. He's a little terrorist. But on this channel, we predominantly talk all things skincare, beauty, lifestyle, travel-y, vloggery, with a liberal sprinkling of sarcasm, cynicism, and some might say honesty thrown in on top. So, this video is going to be a review of the GHD ALANNA Duet Styler 2-in-1. Drying, curling, straightening, styling, whatever you want to call it.
Mum?
Yeah, I'm mum. That's mum. That's mum on the viewfinder. So this is having used the GHD styler on my hair today. I used the shark one last week and had a few thoughts and opinions on it, so I thought I would review this one as well. And we've just picked up this little man from nursery. He loves looking at himself. Look at him, he's just like, is that me? Yes, it is you, and you're so cool. So let's just get into this video. Intro, you will already know that this is going to be a review of the GHD Duet Styler. Now, very first thing, let's get this out of the way. This was sent to me. It was sent to me via Community X Scene, but with no obligation to post about it. So if I tried it and I didn't like it, I don't have to talk about it. But you know me, if I try something and I don't like it, I'm definitely going to talk about it. What this product very first made me think of, and the reason why I wanted to review it, was the Remington Wet to Straight. I don't know if you'll remember this, but I want to say around about 2005 to 2009 era, I remember the Remington Wet to Straight. My cousin had one, and it was one of these situations where it was a straightener, but it also dried your hair at the same time. So I was like, sign me up, I want to try it, because I had one of them when I was younger. However, nowadays I don't wear my hair straight that often, and if you are new around here, maybe this is the first video you're coming to from me, this is my hair naturally. It hasn't been washed for maybe 3 days at this point. What day are we on? It's Monday. Maybe I washed it on Friday actually, so coming on 4 days now. And my hair is naturally fine and flat and sticks to the side of my head. So me wearing a straight hairstyle is a rarity, okay? But my thinking was, if I try this and it can mean that I dry my hair quicker and it keeps it nice and sleek and glossy, and maybe, I'm going to see if it does it, I can turn it under a little bit, make it look a little bit like it's just a little bit more fancy. Like maybe I can do something with a fringe, because it's also got that straightener aspect to it. It's going to save me a little bit of time with having a toddler as well. We shall see. So that's for the record. I have fine hair, I have flat hair, I have poker straight hair. If you've seen my shark review recently, I'm going to stick it in the corner if you haven't. You will know that I have hair that falls out, like curls fall out, it goes flat, blah, blah, blah. So I want to see what this does, and I want to see if it dries my hair thoroughly. I think it will straighten it, because my hair is naturally very straight. But also I want to see if it makes it quicker for me, basically, and if it's worth the money. This retails at £379. That is a lot of money. Now, I have seen people with curly hair talking about this. I have also seen black ladies with afro curly hair talking about this and saying it does a wonderful job of straightening out curls. I will not be that review for you, because my hair is naturally very straight anyway. But let's see if it dries and makes the whole process a little bit quicker. If you want to see how it works on curly hair, I'm not your girl. Go and see some other people. I'm sure there's loads of people reviewing it for that reason. But let's just see what this does. Now, when I plugged that in there, it beeped, but it doesn't seem to have went on or anything. So there you go. Let me just tell you what the guide says before I start. Ensure your hair is towel dried before use. We've done that. Slide the power button upwards towards the on. After a few seconds, you will hear the fan ramp up as it heats up for optimal low styling temperature for wet hair. Once the light stops flashing, the product beeps and it is ready to use. Okay. Divide your hair, take the first section, place the product close to your roots by holding it for 3 seconds, and then glide down the hair towards the ends in a slow and steady pace. And it says you can do that like a lot of times as well, however long it takes to dry the hair or get it straight. Once the hair is fully dry, an optional boost of shine activates Shine Shot by pressing down the Shine Shot. That's a lot of words. For 4 seconds until you hear a beep. The fan will stop and the plate temperature will increase to the optimal GHD styling temperature of 185. Once the product beeps, the light stops flashing, Shine Shot is ready. So it now says that the duet style can now be used as a regular styler for instant frizz-free hair, 2 times more shine and 3.5 times more hair alignment. Ideal for second day hair. So basically it can be a straightener and a hairdryer. That's what it's saying. I should also add as well, it came with one of these little rubber doodads, which means like you can pop it on like that and it will stay shut, and it also means that this will not get hot once you've used it and you need to put it somewhere, which is quite nice. So let's just turn it on to see what noise it's on about. Oh, that's the light. You see the light flashing? Oh! Okay, I think that's it up to optimum readiness, because it did give a little beep. I don't know if you'll have heard the little beep, but this is kind of loud. It's not as loud as a hairdryer, but loud in the sense that I didn't expect it to do this from a set of kind of straighteners. So just hold on a minute. So I've turned it, so you've seen there, I turned it off, but it takes a little minute to just get it back down to normal non-noise. Oh, and the plates are hot already as well. So what I'm going to do is just section my hair, and we will see. I'm going to just take it into like top and bottom sections. As I've mentioned before, because I don't have thick hair, this won't take me too long, I wouldn't think. Like, I'm not having to section it into lots of different bits. If you're somebody with really thick and maybe frizz prone or naturally curly hair, this might actually be something really good for you. So hopefully this is going to be a positive review. And we're going to turn it back on. That is loud, right? It's quite loud. Okay, I'm going to take this section here. You hold it for 3 seconds and then slide down your hair. So I feel like the ends of that bit is dry, but definitely up here in the roots is still a little damp. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do it on this side as well so you can see, because I feel like the way I've sectioned it, I've not left anything down here because I'm an idiot. And I maybe think you'll see it better on this side. So hold it for 3 seconds. Now I'm just turning it off for a second there, because what I just noticed when I done that section was I tried to do a little bit of like a turn under on the end here to give it a little bit more shape, and I actually think it done quite a nice job of bringing it in and looking a little bit more finished rather than it just being straight at the bottom. I didn't really do that on this side. You can probably see the difference actually. So this side is straight and this side I've turned under slightly. So I'm going to go ahead and straighten all the bottom bit and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I went ahead and basically dried the rest of my hair. As you can see, it is super straight, but my hair would naturally do this. I have to give you the disclaimer there. My hair would be this straight naturally. But what I am going to say is, the thing I quite like is my hair is very, very glossy and shiny. I'm hoping you can see the glisten on that there. It's really, really shiny. The other thing that I done on this side that I did not do on this side, you probably see it more in my fringe here. I done the shine shot, which means it turns off the hairdryer part and it just becomes the straightener. And it done a really, really good job of styling my fringe in the way that I like, and turning under, you can probably see here, this side of my hair. This side is still a little bit turned under just when I was doing it with the hairdryer, but I feel like that gave a really, really nice effect at the bottom. I am going to go ahead on this side and show you the shine shot kind of thing, because I thought there's no point in me like just doing it off camera and then not showing you. Okay, I was kind of like, what's going on here? I've just turned it back on. I think because I was using the shine shot on this side, it's almost having to wait till the plates cool down to do the hairdryer bit again. I just realised that. So I'm just going to push it here. You hold this in for 4 seconds. You hear it. And then basically you will see, hopefully you'll see, the little shine shot button is illuminating as well. Once this stops flashing, it means it's up to temperature and it's ready to use. So now it's just basically like a straightener on this side. So I'm going to be honest, like I prefer using a barrel brush on my fringe because I have fine hair. I think it is nicer to get a little bit of volume rather than just using a straightener. But you can see it done a little bit of a twirl and a flick there. I am also just going to run this side and we're going to curl under on this side. And again, you can see it definitely is. I wonder, would this cause a curl? Could you think I could actually curl my hair with this? I'm just going to run this right under and do a big twist. I mean, look at that. Because it's basically just a straightener now, once you've turned off that bit. I'm going to do the same at the other side. I didn't do it quite as big as that on that side. There we go. Look! I am going to try and just do a little bit of a curl on this side, just to see if it works. I can always straighten it again if it doesn't, right? Because if it gives curls as well, then I'm kind of thinking this hair tool is actually pretty impressive because it's drying my hair, it's giving it beautiful shine. Do you think it would curl it as well? I mean, they're going to be big curls because obviously the paddles are bigger, but it gives like a big loose curl. Can you see that? I'm going to do the same at this side. Again, that might be something that my hair might not hold after a couple of hours because it usually needs to be tighter curls, and then I hairspray them, and then when they fall they start to look a little bit more undone because when I do them tight to start with, it gives them a little bit more. I mean, look, loose, beautiful, kind of bouncy curls. So you can obviously like style it so it's nice and turned, and like I feel like this is very 90s Rachel from Friends at this side, when she had the long hair, not the Rachel bob that she had early 90s, but when, you know, millennial Rachel. I feel like this was the shape with the layers at the front. I don't really have layers at the front, but you get my point. And then this side, just putting a few like really loose, nice waves through. The only thing I will say as well is, like I say, these curls are not going to hold up in my hair. I know that because I've got very straight hair. But I feel like because I'm doing it with a heat product as opposed to a drying product like the Shark, then they might hold up a little bit better than the Shark ones did. I think for people who've got really curly or frizzy hair who have to dry their hair, and maybe they're thick hair as well, so it takes ages to actually get it dry, you're not having to dry your hair and straighten it afterward. Okay, so I get that. I'm into that. I understand. So I think for people who have like kind of more frizzy hair and stuff, who want to dry their hair and they want a smooth and sleek look, this is probably going to work really well. Whereas for people like myself who've got naturally straight hair, it just does a nicer finish to my hair than what my hairdryer might. And the fact that it's got this added bonus that I can actually create some nice big loose curls with it is an absolute bonus. But is it really doing anything? Like, is it giving less heat on my hair like than it would normally? Maybe, just because you're not drying as well. But it doesn't take me very long to dry my hair with a hairdryer. It takes me kind of 5 or 10 minutes normally. This probably took about 15, just doing it with like the actual straightening aspect, holding it at the root and then going round again. And I feel like as well, when you're doing this part, I mean, it's basically just a straightener, isn't it? Just a straightener at 185 degrees. So it would just be the same as any other straightener at that. And there we go. Some nice kind of loose and bouncy waves at that side as well. I am just going to kind of style the fringe at this side as well because I feel like I've got terrible Kuzlik today. It's been ridiculous. Here we go. That's a little bit better. I do prefer doing my fringe with a barrel brush. That's kind of why I liked the Shark option to do that. I do think it sits a little bit better if I've round brushed it as opposed to doing it with a straightener, because it just gets a little bit bitty like this. So I would probably still use a brush for that. But big, bouncy, kind of loose waves. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, GHD. I'm just gonna turn that off. Now, here's the thing. I know like anybody who watched my Shark one, they're going to be like, well, you know, the curls were the same result as the Shark one. But I suppose the thing is, like, I wasn't expecting to be able to get a curl from that because it's like really big plaits. It's going to give you big kind of waves as opposed to tight curls. Whereas the shark one, when I first done it, it was like a curl up here. And then within an hour, it was like as straight as a die. So I have no doubt these will fall out of my hair. I might actually, what time is it? 3:10. I'll go away and do what I need to do. I'm going to go and get dressed and things like that. I'm going to pick up Jack at 4. And I feel like I will come back to you just before I go to nursery to get him, because I feel like that'll be a good idea, you know, 40 minutes, 50 minutes until I have to go out, of what this is sitting like at that point. But I also do feel like because these curls have been created with a heat product as opposed to a drying product, that maybe these will hold. I also seen on a few reviews of the shark one, like people saying, as I said in the shark video, if you want your curls to hold, then you know you should pin them or you should put them in a roller, let them set and then take them out. I get that, I absolutely get that. So my comparison was really just what I normally do is hair dry my hair, I'll put loose waves through my hair. And usually I have to do it every morning because I've got such straight hair. If I put a curl through my hair, 9 times out of 10 when I sleep on them, when I get up the next day, the majority of them are gone. So I just wanted to see if it would create similar kind of loose waves that I'm looking for, but by using a different product, and if it takes me less time. Personally, I thought that was quite good. I think it did take a little less time. I love the shine that is coming off of my hair. I think that is really, really pretty. And I think if you're someone who does have frizzy or kind of more curl prone hair or thicker hair, then this might be a nice option for you. I am someone with very fine hair. I can only give you my opinion on that, but I'm quite pleased with it. I think this worked quite well. So holy moly, an actual positive review. But we do have to talk about price. This is £379. So let's just stop for a minute, because I feel like I'm like, yeah, this is really good. Really like this product. It's amazing. But let's take it back to reality for a moment. If you already have a hairdryer, if you already have a straightener, and it's already creating this look for you, and there's not really any benefit to buying the duet styler, I'm just saying. However, if you are in the market, maybe your straighteners are gubbed, maybe like me, my hairdryer is about 5 or 6 years old, I was looking for a new option. Maybe you are that person who's got more wavy, frizzy hair and you want to be able to control that and for it to last as well. Because I think the claim in the book is as well that you'll get second day hair, you can just use the shine shot and go over the top of it again and it'll be really, really quick the next day. If that's what you are looking for, then maybe this would be for you. And it is a very, very hefty, pricey fee. And again, if you are that curly haired person and you're getting that from the products you already have, from the tools you already have, then I ain't saying go and rush out and buy the GHD. But if you are looking for something that's getting an all-in-one effect and it's giving you nice loose bouncy waves, it's giving you a nice straight and sleek look, it's taking away any frizz, then I imagine this is going to be a really good product for that. So take everything into consideration. I know it's a very, very pricey product. I am not being paid by GHD or whoever else to talk about this product, but I did want to give it a go, and seeing as I tried the shark one the other week, I thought, well, why not try this one? Absolutely. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed with this. I quite like this. I even feel like, even though I've not got lots of volume at the root, the build up in the hair of the curls is making my hair look a little bit more voluminous. How long that will last for, who knows. But I'm pleased with this. I'm pleased with this. I think it's nice. Would I pay 379 quid on my own to get it? That would be a difficult one, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I would have jumped off that rock. That is a lot of money for a hair tool. If I'd seen it on offer though and was like, oh, there, maybe get like, you know, a good 30% off it, or like 50% off, that would be even better, I would say go for it. And I'm saying, if this actually saves you time in the morning as someone who's got curly or frizzy hair, then absolutely go for it. I think it's a great idea. But try and think about how it's going to benefit your daily life and your hair and all that kind of stuff as well. Don't just jump off the edge for 379 quid. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. However, I do think it's pretty damn good. I do think it's very nice. So anyway, with that, I will be back shortly, give you a last check-in, and that will be this video. Hi, so it is now 10 to 4, so that's been what? Almost 50 minutes, I want to say. When did I say to you? 10 past? Yeah, pretty much like 50 minutes. 45 minutes, let's not split hairs. But I have to say to you, I'm still quite impressed with how much of a curl this is holding. It didn't start out with curls up here. it started out with loose waves, and I have to say there's still like a decent, see like this shape here, there's still a decent amount of like that shape going on, and I still feel like as if what I said to you earlier, my hair looks a bit fuller even though I've got fine and flat hair. So I think for me, having the type of hair that I've got, I just need to use a heat product type of situation to get that nice curl and then hairspray it, and it will hold it for a bit longer. Is it going to hold all night, all day? Probably not, if I'm honest with you. But I am pleased with the effect that it's given, and I am happy that after 45 minutes there's still a bit of something going on. Whereas I felt like the other day with the shark one, it was just completely and utterly lackluster. There was nothing going on with my hair at all. I may as well have not used the product. And it took me a lot longer to do all the curls on the shark one than it did with this. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. I have to now go and pick up my little boy Jack. It's probably going to be a bit confusing because I bet he's going to be in the intro. But I will see you all again in the next one. Bye.